Most people assume that getting a true surround sound setup means spending a small fortune and spending all weekend running cables through the walls. But then something like this Bobtot system shows up, and it makes you wonder if that old-school approach is really necessary anymore. It is a 5.1 setup that hits a 700-watt peak, which is honestly a lot of power for a living room. When you first pull the subwoofer out of the box, it has a decent weight to it, and the 5.25-inch driver inside is clearly doing the heavy lifting here. It is not going to rattle your neighbor's windows, but for a movie night, it provides that low-end thump that makes action scenes feel like they actually have some weight behind them. The setup is pretty straightforward. You have your 3 front speakers and 2 rear units, all wired back to that main sub. It is a bit of a cable management project, sure, but the benefit is that you get a really stable, consistent connection that you just do not get with some of the cheaper wireless kits that tend to drop out when the microwave is running. The soundstage is surprisingly wide. Voices in dialogue-heavy scenes come through the center channel with enough clarity that you are not constantly reaching for the remote to turn the volume up and down. It is balanced, and for the price point, it manages to avoid that hollow, tinny sound that plagues so many entry-level systems. What is interesting is how much they packed into the back panel. You have got ARC and optical inputs, which is exactly what you want for a modern TV, but they also threw in support for USB, SD cards, and even FM radio. It is a bit of a kitchen sink approach, but it works. There is even a microphone input, which feels a little random until you realize it is actually a blast for parties or just messing around with friends. You can toggle through 5 different sound modes: jazz, country, classic, pop, and rock, to tweak the EQ, though honestly, most people will probably just find one they like and leave it there. Now, it is not perfect. The build quality on the satellite speakers feels a little lightweight, and the remote control is one of those thin, plastic things that feels like it might disappear into the couch cushions forever. You also have to be realistic about the 700-watt claim. It is peak power, not continuous, so do not expect concert hall levels of volume without some distortion creeping in at the very top end. But if you are looking to upgrade from your TV's built-in speakers without breaking the bank, this thing does the job. It is a solid, no-nonsense way to get that immersive feel in your living room without needing an engineering degree to set it up. It is not high-end audiophile gear, but for the price, it is a surprisingly fun way to watch a movie.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.